Hello, and welcome to Doctor Who Exactly. The year is 2015, which is already 5 years ago. That's madness. Time is a linear progressing thing because this is the only way we perceive it. And the Zygon Invasion and the Zygon Inversion were written by Pete Harness. I was more engrossed in this episode watching them now again than I was the first time around. The first time I saw this, I said after watching the Zygon Inversion, the second part, that I would need to rewatch this as a double bill one day. It did not really... I had some good moments from it the first time around, but now I feel it, I appreciate it more as a story. The first time around, I was more like, yeah, this is okay, but that's just that. It didn't have much spectacle, it didn't have much dazzling, amazing things occurring. There were, of course, moments, but it mostly seemed to be character. A lot of Series 9 seemed to be more character than spectacle and weirdness, what we've come to expect from Doctor Who. So here is the Zygon Invasion and the Zygon Inversion, a relatively low-key terror episode about, and by terror I mean terrorists, like alien invaders in this case, the literal sense of the word alien, and they've come to uproot what they see is their right, but their means of achieving their rights, they cost lives, they take lives. It's literally bully people until they get what they want. It's of course a very politically charged two-parter. Doctor Who hasn't shied away from it in the past and it hasn't shied away from it in the future. So the Zygon Invasion and Zygon Inversion goes full whole hog. It says the things out loud that, like, I know people who use metaphors and similes and analogies and they are cowards. I rewatched my old episodes about my hot takes about these two episodes, and please don't watch these, they're bad. And I was surprised how much I liked it and how weird my focus was on things that I now kind of don't regard as important nowadays. People grow, apparently. I've grown since I was in my early 30s and now I am in my mid 30s. Yeah, time is linear progressing, yeah, whatever. So here's the thing, here's the plot. The Zygons were allowed to integrate into human society since the events of Day of the Doctor. And there's always been rumblings, always been like some who were not happy with their current situation. They were forced to hide out as, you know, these pink-skinned flesh, that sentence got away from me. And instead they want to be full Zygon. Turns out some of these are willing to kill other Zygons to achieve this goal. And they do. The first part, the Zygon Invasion, it takes its time to reintroduce us to these Zygons. They are hiding among us. They could be anybody. They work with psychological warfare. Now, the Zygons have always been shapeshifters, even back in the 80s, but they were never had the focus on messing with your mind. They just used body doubles as like, aha, it was me, a Zygon, all along. And that would be like the reveal. Whereas here, it's shown like they actually use your memories against you. It's terrific, yet also very horrible. We're shown several terrorist attacks by these new Zygons, and they want truth or consequences. And what does truth or consequences mean? Well, very specifically, it's a town in Mexico. Why? Yeah, I don't know how that got into this. It's apparently a Trivial Pursuit question, but I don't know how Pete Harness would know that unless he actually plays Trivial Pursuit. Does anybody still play Trivial Pursuit? Let me know.
I'm here to tell you about new Trivial Pursuit card sets.
because there's so many Zygons all over the world, the Doctor and Unit and Clara Oswald, they split up, because that's the most clever thing you can do when there's like these alien species that can copy your exterior appearance and then mimic your behavior, because that way you know 100% that when you come back it's still the same person. But otherwise we wouldn't have a plot. The Doctor and Unit surround a house, and the Zygons inside, they, like I said, psychological warfare. They use the memories of these soldiers attacking them by tricking them into thinking they are their family. They are kidnapped, and then they just ruthlessly kill these people. Granted, Unit was probably going to kill them too, but it's war and it's not nice. That's a recurring theme in this episode. The Doctor finds out that the head of all these Zygons is of course in London, and what did he just leave London? In the meantime, Kate Stewart is in Mexico in Truth or Consequences, the town, and she gets shot by a Zygon. And then the Doctor's plane with Osgood, which he's just saved, gets shot down by a missile, and this is a great cliffhanger. It's like, let's take all the players and put them in life-threatening peril. It works. That's a cliffhanger. The second episode revolves around the reveal that Clara has not been Clara since the beginning of the previous episode. She's been Bonnie, which is like a terrifying Zygon name, Bonnie the Zygon. But we get a lot of conversations of Clara acting against herself, because she's as well Bonnie the Zygon as Clara Oswald, and they're having conversations in her mind. And this is some pretty good acting from Jenna Louise Coleman. In the end, we all end up in the same war room in the Black Archives from Day of the Doctor. And here we have Peter Capaldi give probably his best speech in this entire franchise series he's had. And he throws in this weird American accent. I still don't like the accent. It's apparently something Peter Capaldi ad-libbed, but I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. And he reveals that there's this box called the Osgood box, which is supposed to either A, release a nerve gas that kills all Zygons, or B, locks all the Zygons into their human forms. There's a whole spiel about who's going to press which button and what would this button do, and then it just turns out these boxes don't do anything, and this is the so manyth time that the Doctor has allowed them to play out this exact same scenario. Which begs the question, how many times has the Doctor allowed the Zygons to take lives? Not just Zygon lives, but human lives. How many times have these Zygons killed and the Doctor has just condoned it? It feels weird to think about that. Maybe they've done the same scenario in the Black Archives several days, and that is what they were trying to say, but it does not feel like that. It feels like the Doctor said there have been several uprisings of Zygons, and every time they chose to go back to normalcy. Because there's a bit where Bonnie uses the nerve gas that makes a Zygon in London take his true form. So he's mutating slowly from a human to a Zygon. He does not want to do this. He likes living on Earth. He likes being assimilated into culture. He likes being a part of society. It's his home, and he gets killed for it. How many times did the Doctor let this happen? Yeah. The Zygon Inversion, Zygon Invasion, I still don't know how to feel about this, really. Again, good moments, good character work, but on the whole, yeah, it doesn't completely gel for me. It's probably my least favourite of these rewatches we've done so far. I'm terribly sorry. If you disagree with me, you are allowed to. We don't have to share the same opinion on everything. Well, at least next time we'll have fun, because I just checked the calendar and it's Volcano Day.